Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, did you know that millennials actually represent at least 43% of home buyers in the United States? And the price of home buying, a house is just rising. So the questions remain. How, why, and what's next? Well, we had the chance to speak with an expert for some tips from millennials, and really a lot of us can keep these things in mind when beginning our own house buying journey. Take a look.
Well, first of all, millennials, they're the largest generation today in the US with almost 70 million individuals. Millennials today are between 27 and 42 years old. And in terms of real estate, they make up 43% of buyers. They were 37% just a year ago and 33% 2 years ago. And this proportion will likely keep increasing in the next few years, right? I mean, we have about 100 million individuals that will enter their peak household formation years in the next decade or so. And they will demand about 19 million new residential units, So at today's pace of construction, the housing deficit will likely continue to grow, right? Now, 99% or virtually all of millennials, they use the web to search for a home. So if you're selling, it's very important that you take nice pictures, maybe even a video, right? The majority of their process is virtual, including obtaining a mortgage, walkthrough, signing, closing. On average, they get up to 6 quotes. They do a mortgage quotes. I mean, they do most of this online. And as a result, today, 7 of the 10 largest mortgage lenders are non-bank online players, right? And millennials, in terms of their buying preferences, they're also very particular, right? They look for larger homes. They're very eco-friendly compared with older generations. And they prioritize space for their pets and are mostly moving to the suburbs of large cities where they can actually buy larger properties, newer properties at a lower price. They can be close to parks, trails, all of that they really enjoy. And with the new post-COVID world where employees often work a few days from home, commuting has been a little bit less of an issue. So they're actually willing to live a little bit farther away from the downtown areas.
And since these tips are for millennials, we also thought it'd be fun to give you advice from millennials. So when it comes to your career, business, and finances, here are some good tips that we can keep in mind from their generation. So according to CNBC.com, Karen and Sylvester Akpan suggest that we remember this: we can always start over. Apparently they were in a lot of debt, so decided to sell their home and live out of an RV. And now they travel the world, blog, and have been able to save money and pay off all their debt, hence starting over. Then there's Destiny Adams of Michigan. And according to the site, her advice is to always have a plan B. It outlines that she was earning a very good salary that offered her stability and benefits, but she wanted to live the life that she really wanted to live. So she decided to work on just different ways to have multiple streams of income, just in case something ever fell through with her full-time job. She opened up a salon and started a few other side gigs, and now is happy with control over her finances as best as she can be. Definitely something to keep in mind for ourselves. And even if you don't always know what the best move might be, it's okay. The site outlines J.D. Wilson's tip as knowing that it's never too late to learn. It says that he really didn't know how to budget, but he worked on educating himself every day, and now he's launched a successful company with empowerment workshops at schools all across the country to help show others that they can do the same. Apparently, he prefers to live a minimalist lifestyle, but does enjoy traveling and enjoying all that life has to offer. And it all started when he learned to budget. But a big part of beginning is knowing that you believe in yourself. And with that comes the bravery to learn to invest in yourself. The site says that Emma Sadler is another millennial who conquered much through her own learning in life. outlining that she had lost her job as a restaurant manager in New York City, but then she ended up finding other opportunities in the food industry, which eventually brought forth new career opportunities. Though she was, fearful along the ride, she knew that she could move up the career ladder and now owns 6 figures. And she was able to pave a great way for her financial future by investing in herself and believing that she could do it. Lastly, while it's nice to think about ways that we can get rich off our passions, it's important to remember that money, well, it just isn't everything. The site says that Jason Wyatt Lee believed that he could be happy after he earned 6 figures, like most of us tend to think. But he later realized that it was all about building the life that he actually wanted and helping people build theirs along the way. That's why he began a consulting gig, and now he runs his own company that continuously changes the way that he looks at life and the world in general. There's just a lot more to appreciate than only money, So if you haven't already, maybe use this summer to reinvent yourself and implement some of these tips into your own life goals and dreams. After all, with dedication, self-education or formal education, and hard work, you never know where it can lead you. And on that note, we want to thank you again so much for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again next time because we'll have so much more fun and inspiration. We'll see you then.